afternoon, everyone. And my topic today is the inclusive utopia. So, what kind of utopia do you desire? For me, the utopia hope is a world that no child left behind. A world that every child can have appropriate education. This is what I imagine, and related to my topic today, inclusive education. And now let's see if this utopia is possible or not. And for inclusive education, that human rights of special groups are what we pay attention to now, and special education is one of them. That's why we can see the inclusive education program are now conducting all over the world. And as a whole we pay attention to it, the related trends appear quickly, from the institutionalization, less restriction education, to mainstreaming and so on. The place where students with special needs are in have changed a lot. According to the Ministry of Statistics in Taiwan, the student with special needs studying in general class increased from 77% to 91% during 2010 and 2017. And the inclusion in America is more obvious and appears earlier than us. After the public law, 94-142 promulgated in 1975, the students with special needs studying in general class increased gradually. In 1996, there were already 73% of them studying in general class. It seems that they received a lot of respect. However, at school, they are still in a corner. We can see there are many news, such as Whoopi Goldberg, a famous actress who won a Grammy Award, said she was struggling in school and was often called dumb, stupid because of her learning disability. And a similar situation can also be seen in Taiwan. In Jiayi, the autism students were bullied because of his strange behavior. So many problems are happening, and it proves that our environment still needs to improve. And as the news I mentioned above, the severe obstacle for us to achieve our utopia is the interaction between general students and students with special needs. What Taiwan and America can do to solve this problem is to enhance the three aspects, which is mentioned by NAEYC, National Association for Early Education for Young Children, and DEC, Division for Early Childhood, which are access, participation, and support. And now let's see one by one. Access means to provide a wide range of activities and environment for every child. Providing them the opportunities to join the normal world can help people more understand them. And universal design is a concept that we can use in this. Universal design can remove the physical barrier and can provide the opportunities for them to join a normal class. In addition to this, we can also learn teaching lessons from other countries, such as AI, used to teach autism students social skills in Finland. And the next part is participation. We all might have an experience that we walk in a room, but we don't feel belong. This is what students with special needs feel in a class. And for my own experience, I think teachers' behavior plays a key role in this part. And this part is what America do better than us. So the teacher's behavior that helping we general students to know more about students with special needs can be a start. Then teaching us how to get along with them. And in Taiwan, we just tend to let general students help students with special needs. And sometimes this behavior will let general students feel unfair and uncomfortable. And in America, the relationship between general student and student with special needs are mutual. They can help each other. And the last part is support. People who need support is not only the students with special needs, but also their family members, practitioners, specialists, and administrators. Resources and program policies are needed to promote multiple ways of collaboration and communication among these groups. And as I think, the family member is the biggest and the most important foundation in the system. If we can provide them more support, it will be better effective to help the child suit in the society than we just do at school. And the support we can help them is the support of mental, professional service, and parent education. So, as we do well on these three aspects we mentioned above, access, participation, and support, then our inclusive utopia could be possible. According to the book called Creating an Inclusive School, as we embrace the true meaning of inclusion, we can better able to change a world that embraces a natural diversity. And this is the road I hope. And these are my references. Thank you.
If I were your new teacher and I'm walking into your classroom, so what do you expect from me as your new teacher to improve and also to create very healthy interaction with you and also your classmates?
So
If I were your new teacher,
yes, and what situation is
yes,
right
I
now
walk in
is
and then what do you expect from me?
if I am the student with special needs or I am the general student.
Whatever.
Okay.
Yes.
So I think that I hope the teacher can just tell me about the student with special needs, what they need in the classroom, and teach us that how can we get along with them, how can we help them. Because some of the students with special needs that maybe they are a little bit that they'll do something that a little bit strange like autism, maybe they will just say something that's really suitable in class, then I think the teacher can just tell us first so that we have the we can know this kind of situation and we can just don't feel less strange when we meet this situation. Thank you for your attention.
Yeah. My question is, how can different countries work together for this goal or learn from each other for this goal of inclusive education?
Okay, so I think the different countries is like, because at different countries we have the situation we have is a little bit different, but we still have the things that we can, if like just for Taiwan for example, the transition we have is better than other countries. So I think other countries can just learn from the other countries. Yes, and also we can hold many seminars and conferences about the special education, so that we can learn from each other in this seminar or conference. Yes.
Okay, I'd like to preface my question with the following. I've taught in 4 different junior high schools and 3 different high schools, as well as university and, of course, Bushiban. So I have a lot of experience. Now, my question is quite sincere. How do you, as a classmate, or me as a teacher, know that she has special needs? How do I know that? Is she going to tell you? Does she wear a sign around her neck like this? How do I know? I'm not saying you do, please. But I'm just saying, how do I know this thing? Because I hate to tell you this, at least 2 times I've been physically attacked by students. That it involved like a military officer. And I'm not a bad person. But because the student had very serious problems that I was unaware of, I had this kind of experience.
So are you the teacher that is in a class teacher in that classroom, or you just go there and teach English?
I just go there and teach English, but I also teach other courses too.
Okay.
But my question's still the same.
Yes.
How do I know?
I think in this part, because the student with special needs, sometimes they will have a book. I don't know how to say it in English, but they will have a book that tell the administrator in school that they are students with special needs. So I think in this part you can just ask the class teacher of that classroom.
They will not tell you. It's privacy. Even the teacher may not know this, even though it's evident because of the autism spectrum. I mean, I've studied special needs, I've studied childhood development. And what you say, utopia, perfect, I agree. But until the teacher becomes a caretaker or becomes part of the solution, we ourselves, it's like being in a landmine. You know, the idea of stepping into a classroom, as my colleague said, is very, very difficult because we wish to be positive, but instead we become confrontational because we think it's behavioral, similar to a previous speech where we said this is antisocial versus this is mentally ill. So there is a lot of this kind of problem in Taiwan because of depression, anxiety, you know, lack of medication, lack of understanding, or even the stigma of mental illness among the young.
And then what about if we change the question about like asking the girls that the
Do you think it's the responsibility of the administration to tell us as the teachers, this person in your classroom you need to be aware of this person?
I think it's how they talk to you about this situation.
They don't.
It's, you know, as the meaning I said is that some journal teachers will like just saying that maybe it's not just like talking that you need to aware of this student. I think this a little bit will maybe hurt the students.
Yes.
So I think maybe it can say that like if it's autism,
Right.
Yes.
A lot of times.
okay. And if it is the autism, then I think the journal teacher can maybe say that if they know what will make the autism student feel uncomfortable, I think they can just say to you that you can just do something less in the classroom, and it will let the autism student feel not that uncomfortable in the class, and the attack behavior will be less.
It's a difficult question.
Yes, I think so too.
But thank you very much for your response.
Thank you.
Thank you.